this morning, and I looked at the forecast, and rain is incoming very soon. So I'm normally fast asleep at this time, but had to go to the toilet, and so I thought, well, I'm up now. I've woken up after going to the toilet, and thought, I'll just go for a walk and see if we can catch sunrise. Because I missed out on sunset a bit last night, and there's a street worker sweeping up there. G'day, Dave. It's just an early morning pop-up. I woke up to go to the toilet, and I couldn't get back to sleep, so I thought, I'll go and see if I can catch sunrise up at the temple. But I looked at the forecast and thought better of that. So I just thought I'd chill here for a few moments and then try and walk down to the river perhaps, because sunrise is probably about 40 minutes off, and I've just walked here, so I could get there. It's about a k's walk to where I was last night. So yeah. So I hope you're good. I'm doing well. I've got myself a coffee. There, got myself a coffee. But we'll be going off the budget trip in a couple of days. So yeah, actually I quite like being on the budget trip. I have to second guess stuff going, or like, I think my biggest issue has been snacks, because I love snacks because I'm trying to put weight back on, and I am finding it hard being on the budget trip. But I have been eating a lot of the cow soys a lot, and I have found a good restaurant that is only 40 baht for the cow soy, and they're actually ranked number 10 in Thailand, and I think they're probably ranked within the top three. I've mentioned a couple of times there's some really good cow soy places around here out north, and I have found that every cow soy is very different, and I do like the creamy coconut style. Some people don't really like that. I'll just grab that comment. I'll just pick the phone up. Oh, boxing training, yeah. Long gone are my days of that type of training. Like, I don't mind some light shadow boxing. That's not too bad. Like, when I was living in Pradamak, Pattaya, I used to swim quite regularly in the pools that they had, and I used to do some light, I guess you could call it cardio, or some type of physical activity, and I did find that that was quite good. But doing the exercise without the water, it did cause me some issues. But I know with the older crowd, they tend to do some type of exercise in the waters because it is less impact for them. So the doctor did say that to me before. He said, like, try and do some exercise to get rid of the gut. And I said, it's pretty hard to do all that, mate. And long and behold, I did drop the weight, and then I put the stomach weight back on, and now I've completely lost it again due to my fasting. But luckily for me, I'm strong-willed in that aspect. Like, if I really set my mind to stuff, I can actually achieve those goals. So, I didn't think many would pop in at this time, because I don't think I've actually streamed at this time, and I think it's predominantly the UK crowd, and I know I have a few issues with the UK crowd, sadly. But not going anywhere. I do have some support, which is good. And it's just sad that these clowns decide to make up lies about me. But yeah, g'day. I think that's Coco. I saw your name pop up. G'day, buddy. Yeah, it's just I woke up to go to the toilet, and because like my sleeping patterns are all over the shop. Oh, geez, I nearly tripped over again. Yeah, because where I'm staying, I've got a. It's sort of like a hostel in a way, like a couple of rooms. I think I've got four rooms, and one's a dorm room, and that's not usually full. But every now and then you get like a backpackers that come in, and some snore, and they're all on weird timings. So at 2, 3 in the morning, you hear them chatting on the phone to loved ones, or you hear them crying. Like I mentioned the other day, how there was I found out he's like a taxi driver, and his wife must have told him where to go, because he listened to love songs from 6 p.m. to 1, and I had to pop out, and when I come back he was still doing it, and I did have a quiet word to him, but I said, if you're sad, mate, like it's better to listen to uplifting music instead of the sad songs. But everybody is different, you know. I didn't say too much because it wasn't my business, but I'm getting, what's this? You're getting a certified, oh, really? Wow. You seem to do a lot there, like, you know, like, I like to keep very busy myself, and that's why I do this YouTube. Like, I was just doing shorts and vlogs, and I did try a few streams when I was in Pattaya, but it really wasn't my bag. But I did find in Banchan, I really enjoyed doing the stream, and I found it like it really wasn't much effort. It's just a bit annoying holding the camera around, and luckily with this phone it's a lot lighter than the Samsung. But yeah, I did get another quote on the phone last night. Because I was going to look at a cheap phone, but as I said, I am planning to get a newer phone in a couple of months. Well, it'll be a month now, so it'd be pointless me spending what money it would cost to get this phone, the other phone, repaired. And the girl at the shop said, yeah, this phone has really good camera, so pardon me. She did recommend a couple of phones. Hang on, what's that that's just popped on the screen? Oh, Coco, mate. Oh, you don't have to do all that, mate. It's much appreciated, always is. But you don't have to do all that, mate. I know times are tough for you. I've been through tough times, and I am on a budget trip, so I can sympathise with you as well. And I don't ever expect anything from anybody, but if it does come, I certainly will thank the people that do that, because every little bit helps, you know. So I did receive my PIN the other day, so that's just in the process of sorting stuff out, and I don't know if I'll receive the super chats now, or if I just missed the cutoff. Like, it's no real big deal, because honestly I'd prefer it to be next month that it comes, because I don't know how they pay, or if you get super chats straight away, but it is the first time, so I don't really know anything about this type of caper. So I suppose I can do a report on it. But so far, since I have monetised, it has been really smooth sailing. Like they've said in it, oh, this here will take a month or two, and you go, oh, okay, no worries. And then it's all fixed in within 8 hours. So we are down towards the market. I am going to walk down to hopefully catch sunrise. I was planning to walk to the temple this morning, but with rain coming, I don't really want to risk it. So, but yeah, cheers, Coco, mate. Like, yeah. Now, this is the morning market at this early, and I didn't honestly think they would be here at this time. I did come and have a sneaky look at the meat market the other day, and they were chopping up meats, and I went and I uncovered another market. Yeah, he's got a bit to say. Like, I don't actually watch his channel, and I'm not watching any of the clips anymore because it does affect me, and I am straight up with you guys. Like, it really does affect me, and I don't understand why he's harassed a girl that's done nothing wrong, and she is pregnant, and she does have cancer. So when you are in the last stages of pregnancy, you don't really want to be stressed out, you know, and I stress her out a lot. So that's why I am where I am. And then you get idiots who think it's okay to upset girls. But this guy is supposed to be cleaning up the YouTube genre, so yes, I don't know how making up lies and stuff, but I am here. I am going to continue on the happy path, but we will touch base and talk about that clown, because we do have to stand up together, and I know a lot of people, and this issue has been going for a very long time. And here is a roti, very good. Oh, look, we got some cooking stuff, and I think I did tag street food, so I haven't lied, because we don't lie on my channel. We only avoid things, but all the lying goes on Crappy Pants' channel, as we all know. See, I did say to him along back, he has an opportunity to spread a good message, but he just is more interested in spreading hate. I don't know if something's happened to him as a child or an adult, or he's seen something, but certain things in life can change you and affect you. But he doesn't really have any compassion at all, guys, because he's put up an image of a young Thai girl. He's lied and said I met her underage. So the important question is, why would a girl be underage? And where is the proof? But there is no proof. She is 20 years of age, you know. So, but people like to lie. So, and honestly, guys, I shouldn't have to be coming in and defending myself against lies. And here are some donuts, some cake, guys. And I did get some cake from Coco. And here is a puss. Now, I'm not going to pat a cat, because I had a cat that flirted with me the other day, and so I gave it the good old Jeremiah pat, and it liked it, and presented itself for more. And then it decided to give me a love tap. And then I pulled my hand away, and it was still stuck on there, and the cat was actually lockjaw onto my hand. But yeah, it's going okay now. I do have hands of an 80-year-old apparently, but there is a few puncture wounds in there, and a few things. Like, it did have a good jab at me, but that is not the cat. The cat was that one I uploaded the other day. I did edit out the attack. You know, I was thinking of putting up the other part of it, but I think we'll leave that part out. But I didn't swear or anything. I just, like, my friend asked if I gave the cat a whack, and I said no, I certainly did not, because I was in a Thai shop, and that certainly would not go down well. You know, guys, if you are in a situation with Thais or foreigners here in this country, just button your lip and walk off, get into altercations, because you will have to pay some tea money. Yeah, so if anyone does challenge you, just tell them you'll meet them in another country perhaps. But tea is quite good. The daughter's mum used to make that for me in Pattaya, and I've come across a cocoa nut variety one, a cocoa peanut one, and it's got the sesame seed on it, and you can get them for about $5 at the Ma and Pa shop. Like, I have done a couple of budget videos on just a couple of minimal spends at Ma and Pa's and at 7-Elevens, and just done like 100 baht here or 175 baht, and just shown what you can get. Like I just grabbed some snacks and a couple of packs of noodles and stuff, but just and some coffees as well. So I was just showing a couple of variations of what you can get. Like, I know most guys may want to buy like some smokes or a beer or something. So you know, I certainly have shown you the beer prices, and we do that quite regularly. So I will give you prices on everything except for an LT and a ST. So sorry I've missed the questions, guys. I've just been on a little ramble. Yeah, you're right, Dave. But he won't leave because he doesn't think he's a problem. But yeah, see, me standing up to him, he doesn't like it because he's used to people just backing off. But so that's why he keeps coming up with all these lies and trying to discredit me. But guys, he took the cake by putting up a innocent girl's photo. You know, she is now pregnant. She does have cancer, and she has been harassed, and her family, you know, so that is not good. So how can a guy who has a Thai wife, who's had something similar happen to his wife, think that it's acceptable to do this to other people? Is it because he wants to inflict his sad behaviour and sad pain onto every other person? So he's obviously got some mental issues there. So he should seek counsel, I think. We are talking about crappy pants, guys. So how would you guys feel if he did this to your daughter, or did this to the persons that you love, whether male or female? I'm sure you would be jumping up and down. And if this was happening to Crappy Pants, he would be shouting from the rooftop, "Oh, if you talk about her, I'll slap you around." And that's what he does. But it's okay for him, but it's not okay for others to talk ill. But he is a clown, and I am here to stay. And here is another donut, and I did get a donut from Coco, and that is very good. A donut, the cake. Oh, and here is some more cake I did show before, some bread cake. Now, these little candies, I haven't tried them yet, but they look pretty cool. Yeah, like they've got all this stuff all set up. Like that butcher's paper is really good if you want to get some mood tour. And I did have some breast chicken the other day with some sticky rice, and that was only 20 baht. And this chicken absolutely smells good. And you look good and smell good, and you can be the best version of yourself. And here's some knife cutting skills going on. Yes. Okay, she's going to weigh up that, and we'll move on and see some more meat activity. Now, here's some offal. Yes. A lot of offal there, eh? So this is a small meat market. There is another meat market on the travels, but see, I do go off on these walks, guys, and I do take a turn off to here and go, okay, we will go and have a look in here. So sometimes we may not get to our destination, you know. Now here is some nice looking stuff. blue. And these are quite nice actually, very sweet. Like the Thais do have a very sweet tooth. And this stuff I absolutely love. Now, I did buy some spicy one the other day. Now, I've come around the other side of the market. I was planning to cut through there and hopefully go and catch sunrise, but we'll see how we go. I reckon we will, because I'm not too far off. So we'll just have a little wander around here. It is early morning, guys. Some people are still in bed. I would be still in bed if I didn't have to wake up to go to the toilet. But I think the issue was I've had too many coffees of late. So I might have to get back on the ginger tea, I think. Yeah, like the prices of bananas aren't too bad. It's like the durian and the mangoes I really look at. And grapefruit's not too bad, but you don't really want to get that squirted in your eye like Seinfeld. Yeah, there's plenty of jokes to be made on Seinfeld. But I hear some people like to steal jokes from Friends, apparently. Yeah. Yeah, it's good that they have these little sellers here on the ground there, and they make them. Oh, here's a bit of sausage, and they make themselves some pay money there, and that's probably money for them to buy food. You know, I have touched on base before about many Thais. Some don't even earn 100 baht a day, so like they have to have quite a number of jobs just to make ends meet, or they don't be eating. Now here's somebody selling some items there as well, and that's good to see. Yeah, absolutely love that pork rind. I still have to release that video. Like, I've got so many videos, guys. Yeah, you know, I'll release a couple of promo, short 30-second promos, because like I did receive an email from the good guys at Google saying, Mr. Esquire, you need to promote memberships. And I thought, well, if they're telling me to promote stuff, well, I do know how to promote things, so I can do that. Now here is some more, oh look, Morning Glory, guys, Morning Glory and that other stuff. Wow, look at all those beans, like 10 baht, 20 baht, 15 baht. I wonder if Dave has any planted in his garden, but then again, you just come to the market, and so if you do make that move out here, which I don't know if you will, but you can come to this market. Yes, sorry if I've missed a few comments. I was just having a look around. Oh, cheers, DW. Yeah, it was like I woke up to go to the toilet and I couldn't get back to sleep, and I thought, oh, I looked at the time and I thought, why don't I walk up to the actual temple and catch sunrise? And then I got myself a coffee, which I have here, and then I looked at the forecast and thought, I shall not walk to the mountain because the rain will come. But what I will do is I will walk to the lake, like the river I should say, and we'll try and catch sunrise hopefully. But guys, you never know what happens. Yeah, so what we'll do is we'll push on, and hopefully I'll go the right way. I really should have had something to eat before I pushed off, but I am just going on a little trek, so my loom isn't too far from here actually. Yeah, so I'll push on in a couple of days. I know I've been saying that for a long time now, but I honestly don't want to leave Chiang Rai, and I will return here. You know, like I'm really happy with this place. You know, like I don't really have anything negative to say about this place. Like all places tend to have some thing that you complain about. I guess like the footpaths, I guess, are very not the best, but that's a Thailand thing. But I do find out here they do make an effort to tidy up pipes. And I did make a motivational video, which was actually supposed to be a safety video. But I did watch it and thought, oh, that's actually got a good message to it. And I thought, I will tag that as a Barry the Boss motivational, because I know Ben sometimes drops a motivational one as a joke. So I thought, why not? Like I've got a lot of Barry motivational ones, which I don't actually release because I realise that I think he might not take that being funny. So I tend to second guess some things with certain people. But yeah, I did do a couple of Billo promos and a couple of short little videos. Yeah, because apparently some people want the return of Billo. So I thought, well, I can do something for it, and you know, why not? If it makes me feel good. Like as I said, I really enjoy just walking these streets, guys, and I am looking forward to doing some fishing. So while I do go to this river, if that restaurant, which I think could be open because they do have street food carts, so they might have an early rush. So I might inquire about hiring the fishing rod off them for like 50 baht or something perhaps. Because I can walk to where that temple is. I was planning to go this morning and just hire one there for 80 baht for up to 8 hours. But today though, you know, like my phone isn't fully charged, and I do have the battery pack, Willie. Yeah, I got some really good 3-in-1 coffees the other day. Like the 3-in-1s are just too much sugar to be, you know. But I'm just trying to think what brand. I've tried a couple of different brands, but they had these ones for like 35 baht, and there was like a pack 7, you know, and very nice. I think they're like an espresso creme style, but very nice. But nothing like the real machine, because I do still have a, oh well, you know, I gave all my stuff away actually, so I shouldn't say mine. Like I think I only said, yeah, I'll keep the boat. But I did pop in here yesterday and I did do a couple of little clips around here, but the phone doesn't have much storage, so I did have to quickly stop and upload some stuff, and I was running late for the sunset because, as I said, I normally do get sidetracked, guys. Now I think that would be a preschool or some school. But they do have a lot of these schools in Thailand, so it is interesting how they've got many ones. Like they've got expensive ones and cheaper ones. I think I was saying before, I think the cheapest one I investigated was about 2,000 baht a term, and that was a very good school. And I know some people were paying like 120 to 160,000 baht per term. So that's certainly not in my budget. Yeah, so we'll probably make sunrise actually at that river. You know, I think that would be pretty good, like camping out and doing a spot of fishing and getting the billy on the boil. And but I do have to check the legalities of that, because I was saying you can't do that type of stuff on Crown land in Australia. So because I used to do a bit of hiking and camping in my youth days. You know, I was a bit of an adventurer. I was no a champion though, but yeah, no a champion. Yeah, like the vision hasn't been too bad. It has been pretty shaky though, I have found, but it is what it is. And we are boots on the ground, like we're not stuck behind some computer desk consuming large amounts of gin and absolutely talking nonsense. Now, here's this big tree that's in the middle of a road, guys. Now, if you've had a couple of gins and you were driving, you may drive into this tree perhaps. So, But it is a nice sight just before sunset, this tree, because there is a red one just there. So from the other side, it is a nice view, but you certainly wouldn't chop this down, would you, anyway, guys? I have seen this type of thing before. I reckon there was a picture on the internet with one that was actually a tunnel, so I don't know if that was a fake. You know, like there are a lot of fakes on the internet, you know, like that Crappy Pants. He's a bit of a fake. Well, not a bit, he is a fake. He probably believes the lies that come out of his mouth. He's that far gone. And that's quite sad, guys. You know, he gets, he gets triggered by it, and, you know, he has to make up lies. Like, it's quite sad, you know, making up this HIV story. You know, so he's basically implying my daughter would have this as well. So that's, I think that's libel. You know, like someone said, oh, it may not be slander, but that's liable. Yeah, liable. You know, I'm no lawyer, but this clown, he seems to think, oh, he's in the UK and he's untouchable, and that he's friends with a couple of bar owners in Pattaya that think they can save like the day. But there are a few more people in Pattaya in Thailand than those two. I particularly don't want to have an issue with those two, but it seems that one seems to have an issue with me when I was quite friendly with him. But g'day, my friend, how are you? I remember seeing you the other day. I won't give you a pat because I don't want to have rabies. And I can see you have a splash of purple on you, so... G'day, chickens. Oh, it's my friends. The rooster and the chicken. Don't fear, guys. I have my coffee and I will be on my way. Yes. Apparently I'm an aficionado with the chicken, so Now here's this really cool place I showed last night. It was quite dark, so pardon me. You know, I don't know if we're going to catch any of the Aussies at all, but it was just going to be a quick pop-up unless I made it to the mountain. But, you know, because I have been trying to go and do a sunrise for quite some time, but It's just that it's been raining a lot in the mornings and I've felt quite lethargic in the morning. But here's that small little river that backs onto that, not slot cars, but some type of Tamiya. I didn't even look that up last night, actually. I got back and I think I did a couple of playlist things and I think I just passed out. And then I got woken up. Yeah. Sorry I've missed a couple of questions. I don't think I did anyway. Nah. But no, that's all good, DW. I was just, you know, I just thought, oh, you know, I'm awake. I'll come and grab sunrise. If people like that, they like it. If not, they know where the exit button is. You know, there's plenty of other people. You know, you can go and read a book. But yeah, we will try and do some early morning streams. You know, like as I said, I wanted to go stay at the temple, and I thought that would be a good opportunity. But sadly, those idiots made that website, and that threw me off, and they didn't want me to go and receive enlightenment. Yes. I quite like this bridge here. You know, like there was a like a comical troll comment before, and I did make a video on that bridge, and that did receive over 200 views, so that was quite good. Yeah, which is like the normal with most Thailand things, unless you're buying your views. Yeah, I wouldn't mind getting on the other side of the bridge. I really should have walked over there. Now I'll work out where sunrise is coming from and we'll try and catch that. But if I do have to hop up, I can just quickly jump up here and be Spider-Man and walk across, and then we can grab sunrise up on top of the bridge if I miss it down here. But you know, we'll just sit down and I'll have a few sips of my refreshment. And actually, I might be best going on the other side of the bridge, I reckon. But I will just grab a breather, as I said, and we'll get back up in 5 minutes because we have been going for what, 38 minutes, and we've got 4 people in the house. So I do feel sorry for those that have just joined and we are stuck here. So just give us a few moments just to have a refreshing drink here. You know, this is a coffee I made back at the loom, in the kitchen, in the loom. Yeah, I quite like staying where I have been, and I don't really want to leave, but it's quite good, you know, like, you know, many people have come and gone, and yeah. You know, and it is very cheap too. And honestly, I think I use more power and have a few hot showers and have coffee than, which works out more than what I'm actually paying in. So I don't know how they make money there. Yeah, very interesting. Because I do look at these things in business. Like, I'm no businessman, but I did go to a business international college, and obviously we did learn about business, but I am no expert in business. But yeah, you know, if you say you're an expert in something, well, you better be able to back that up, because if you can't, that makes you a liar. very good coffee. I think that was actually I won't say what brand because somebody might say that's a paid promotion. And I do know that people are trying to report the channel at the moment because they're jealous of me just being happy and they want to take away my channel. But that's not very nice. Yeah, we'll stream for a bit longer. I will cross the bridge. But yeah, we did lose one viewer. We are down to a high of 3. We did have, what, 10, I think, today. And last night we did have 20. It wasn't 21. But 21 did come in there. Yeah, you can hear those chickens and roosters crowing. Yeah, it'd be interesting being like a backpacker these days. I think it would be quite good being young and being able to, chuck a rucksack on your back and either going solo travelling or travelling with your friends. I never did backpacking like that. Like, I guess the backpacking I did was with like the lads, and we'd go out and do some bush walking, I guess. But yeah, no, I did do a couple of Kentucky tours, but that's not really doing backpacking like you see all these young'uns. I mean, you do see like the older chap and older girl. There was a woman in her 60s who was backpacking, and she kept asking me all this stuff about Australia and like asking me about volunteering and stuff. And so I kept asking her questions, and I found out that she speaks 5 languages. And I said to her, I said, you would be valuable in Australia because you speak 5 languages fluently. Yes, you are 60, but as a 60-year-old and you are a translator, you can sit on your mobile phone in the comfort of your home and you can earn some cash. And here comes some content, guys. Sawadee ka. Kaboom. That's pretty cool, guys. We've got some content. Now, what was I saying stuff about that? Yeah, yeah, I do know. But that's pretty cool, you get these boats that come past. I know in Australia, you'd camp along the River Murray and you'd wake up and have a coffee or a cup of tea and cook a sausage, or actually most of the time if you're out camping it'd be bacon and eggs and a roll or bread, and you'd have bacon and eggs cooked on the campfire. Mm. That would be something that I could do if I can find out that I can camp. Because I know people would ring up and go, oh, there's a farang out there camping. You, like all these people that are so sad that they don't like to see people being happy and free. But yeah, we'll jump back up again now and we'll cross the bridge. Oh, we're down to one viewer. Oh, wow. I'll go into meltdown now. Yeah, we'll jump up in a sec now. Like, somebody might come in and go, oh, weren't you there last night? Did you sleep under the bridge? Are you that poor, are you? Yeah, see, like, I did have a quick gander for about 20 minutes at last night's vision on the laptop, and it looked actually okay. And it would look better on the Samsung, obviously, but when I do get a new phone, I might even look at a second-hand iPhone, perhaps. because I know a couple of the boys were saying iPhones seem to be good, but Ben was saying that the Samsungs are good too. I think Tom bought himself a whiz bang phone, but it'd be good to see him doing some type of walkabout with that phone. But yeah, I know he's a very busy man, Mr. Tom. You know, he's making billboards and slaying all the dragons. Yeah, very impressed with his working conquests of late that I've been hearing. But I'm very impressed with that massive billboard. I was not aware that that was actually Mr. Broke for Rang's actual doing, guys. Um, you know, and I used to take shorts of that. I don't actually think I actually released any of those shorts. But we'll jump back up again, guys. And we'll try and grab sunset because it's just starting to peek through now. So we'll jump up on this bridge, not literally jump up. I will have to reposition this battery pack again. So you really couldn't stream with StreamYards or on this system, because I know StreamYards is pretty heavy. But it doesn't seem to be too bad on just the YouTube, I find. I know on the Samsung, with it not even using the battery pack, I'd get a couple of hours out of a full charge. And with the battery pack, you know, I think I did close to 8 hours on it. So, but on this phone, I think I'd be pushing around 3.5, 4 hours. So I think with that fishing trip, it could be a 4-hour trip if everything's charged. And there's that Riviera. I did look up fishing trips and they advertise a fishing trip as well. You know, probably out of my price range on this trip. So we'll have a bit of a pan around here, guys, because looks like sunrise will come up that way there. So it is quite nice actually going for walks in the morning and at night time, because you do see lovely views like this. And you could probably walk out your front door and look at a nice view too, perhaps, at different parts of the day. Unless you're in an apartment block, and that would not be good. Yeah, the mountains, like I keep saying, guys, like the mountains are really nice all the way around, and I did like that view in Ban Chan and in Palau. It sort of makes you feel a bit protected in a way here with all the mountains. But obviously a lot colder as well. So it is good that they do have these houses and a couple of businesses as well. See, I think if I went along that path there, I'd end up at that business that's getting demolished. Yeah, so it looks like sunrise will be coming from there. Yeah, it's a shame I don't have the road plugged in. Like the earphones I'm using are pretty chewed up. At least that bike isn't smoking much. Like you see a lot of bikes that are smoked up. And the tyres are very big on bikes being very loud for some reason. Like I know on my sports bikes and my cruisers I like them loud, but that's a safety issue. But some of these bikes here are just on another level, sadly. But yeah, there'll probably be a bit more to go with this sunrise, so we'll probably chill here for a little bit. Like, I know you're not supposed to fish off of a bridge like this, but it is pretty cool just to chill here and watch these things, because they are free, guys. Anything free, and you get enjoyment out of it is good. And I do get enjoyment out of stuff like this. And I know some other people. G'day, Steph. How are you, mate? Yeah, I'm just doing sunrise on top of a bridge here, buddy. Great content, yeah, I know. But yeah, we're just trying to catch sunrise. I was planning to go to the temple this morning, mate. But I did look at the forecast, and rain is coming. And I'm only like not even a K from my loom. So I thought I'll go back to where I was last night and see if we can catch sunrise. And I think sunrise is just coming over here, and here is a chang, or an elephant. Yes, and it's a shame it's not real gold, because I could scratch it off and you know, like a small ingot of gold is like, last time I bought a couple, they were 2,200. And with those ingots like that, you don't really lose much on them if you get them at the right place. Man, I'll grab that other one in a minute. Ben uses the S22 Ultra. Yeah, I think Tom had some whiz bang one as well. Are you still live? Yeah, I'm still alive or live. Like just like chilling out, mate. Like yeah, I took a couple of days off and just released some videos, which I'm going to do 30-day challenge to release videos. Like, I've got so many videos. You know, I've got a fair few ones that are under 3 minutes, and I've got a few longer ones. But yeah, like, they're just like random videos. Yeah, I've had a bit of a break because of issues, you know, and you know, sometimes if you are having a rough time, you just have to jump back onto that horse. And what I did in my downtime is I utilised it, kept busy, and I worked out how to make playlists. I've been working on my memberships, and you know, because they've been saying I'm an e-beggar. So I thought, well, if you guys can have a membership and you don't class yourself as an e-beggar, well, why can't I do that too? Yes, Belgium is a wonderful place. Dolph Lundgren is from, no, not Dolph Lundgren, he's Swedish. Van Damme, I think. Yeah, I did ask Steph if he knew Van Damme. I suppose that would be like Steph asking me if I know Crocodile Dundee. But yeah, we'll move around in a sec. I'm just trying to get a bit of... I would be better on the other side of the bridge, but you know, I guess I could run across. I don't think it's that busy at the moment. Actually, I could end up going to the Blue Temple, because that might be nice just to wrap it up there, because I don't really want to be streaming for too much longer, because I want to go and eat. Yeah, I had been planning to do a sunrise stream, but I did wake up to go to the toilet and I couldn't get back to sleep, so I thought, why not have myself a coffee, which I've brought on the road there, guys, a coffee on the road, because we are on the budget trip, and we'll do a couple of more days of the budget trip, and then I've had enough. I've been looking at hamburgers too much, and you know, like my mouth is watering. Yeah, the rain's starting to come in now, and I think she's going to be heavy. What we'll do is we'll duck under the bridge, and I'll just chill there until it stops, and then if there's people still there, I'll just walk back towards the loom. But it was just going to be like a half-hour pop-up. I'll grab the lens in a minute. Oh, geez. Actually, I better boot, because that's coming down quite heavily, and my shirt will be wet, and then I'll be quite sick. And the screen too, geez, that's going to be completely wet. Oh, see, it just stops now, and water is absolutely running off my head. Actually, my jeans aren't wet, it's just the shirt. Actually, I might just chill here for a bit. Probably not a good view, but I'll fix it up in a moment. And hopefully the camera won't break. Yeah, I think I'd go into meltdown. Yeah, as I said, I looked at a couple of cheap alternatives, but like the girl talked me out of it at one of the shops, saying, look, this phone you've got's got a really good camera, and it'd be pointless spending like 4,000 when you can just spend 4,000 and get a new skin. G'day, Ron. Sorry if I've missed a couple of other people. Yeah, it's just started to rain. So yeah, but that happens in Thailand, guys. Like the rain happens. You know, it happens on soy bakau. Like if you're on Walking Street and you get stuck in the rain and it floods, it's not very, very nice, because you'll end up going home with stinky feet of pee. I remember the first time I went to Pattaya. It was rainy season, and I could not believe within 1 hour that soy bakau was just flooded. And I was in my mate's shop, and I was saying to my other mate, what hokey country are we in? But I'd been to that country before, but I'd never been to Pattaya before. I'd never even heard of it, which is quite strange actually. But it is interesting seeing a street completely flooded and the drains start spewing out everything. But a lot of the problems could be fixed up with proper drainage there. But a lot of issues is on that soy chai poon, soy pothole. But I believe that's privately owned. And someone was saying Toyota own it, and I thought, what? But yeah, it's sadly raining, so it's not much content today. I suppose you could get better content with a gin glass and clicking the fingers, I guess. But we won't be seeing that here today. But yeah, there'll be no sunrise today because it is raining. But we do have the beauty of the boat over there. And there is some wood that has floated along the river, and when the river was high, it ended up on top of there. And I will zoom in to show you this amazing sight. Yes, so that just popped up there. So that's pretty cool, guys, pretty cool. Yeah, it is a shame it rained, but I guess that's why some of the Asian streamers stream in their rooms from time to time. Yeah. Oh, and this is a bridge structure, guys. That has got cement and rebar in there and strong steel. Yes, and that is a very good supporting structure. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then there's a few more behind it. Yeah, bacon and eggs would go down quite well, actually. Yeah, I ruined myself talking of bacon and eggs, talking about campfires. But yeah, if I ever do go camping, you know, you can pick this stuff up. Yeah, I reckon you are correct. And you do see this a lot in Thailand now. There is another bridge down there, and there is a bigger bridge, like the main bridge. That's just a click down the road. But I reckon you're correct. But that is coming down pretty heavily, and luckily I didn't push on to the mountain because I would have been stuck. But I did want to show all these beautiful resorts because I know a couple of chaps like to spend up a bit, so they can go stay in a nice resort. Yeah, I've stayed in a couple of nice resorts out here in Chiang Rai. I like those little huts, and they're like private, and you've got your own little balcony, and you can eat out there and have a smoke if you smoke, and have a drink. And it is a lot more private than being in, say, a hotel room where you can hear like what's going on next door. Um, you know, especially if you are in a tourist area, you do get people that come back at stupid odd hours of the time, you know, because most people are out enjoying a few drinks, and that's what you normally do when you are on holidays if you are a drinker. But yeah, I think I'm going to be stuck here for at least another half hour, I think. Yeah, like the last couple of days, it has really hit into rainy season, and there has been that nice thunder. And when I was at the condo in Pradamak, I would sit on the balcony and I would enjoy hearing like the thunder, and the girl would absolutely be terrified of it. And I said, it's only thunder. Um, but I quite like the sound of rain and thunder. But it is very chilly at the moment, but it's not aggravating the arthritis though. For some strange reason, I've got Cambodian money in my bag. I don't. Yeah, Cambodian. I don't know why I've got Cambodian in there. Perhaps I've been to Cambodia, perhaps. Mm. Yeah, it's a shame I'm not down at that street food part there. And it is really chilly at the moment, sadly. And I was going to grab a jacket this morning as well. Like I've got this really nice light jacket. And where I am at the moment, water is coming down there and I'm getting splashed. So I've picked a bad area, guys. It looks like I'm going to be stuck here for a bit. So I reckon I'm going to go and position myself down there. So this is going to be an exciting stream, guys. A rather exciting stream. Oh. Yeah, I'll clean the lens in a minute. Not that it will do much. Oh, oh no! Oh, 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 oh. Oh, there's some graffiti up there actually. Cool. Yeah, it's actually pretty cool being here. I think that other blokes pushed on. Yeah, I prefer to be up here to get a better view, but it's a shame I can't go on that on there and camp up there. But yeah, it is very chilly, sadly. Oh. And my coffee is cold. Yeah, well, there's only one lens to clean on this very expensive iPhone 6S. That apparently I'm using a very expensive phone, but I have shown the receipts in the mirror several times. Mm, mm. Sadly, no sunrise, but just grey clouds. Oh. Oh, here comes the thunder. Yeah, on a tin roof, I don't like the sound of the rain because yeah, but I can usually sleep to rain and thunder, and it can be quite soothing as well. I know some people make those streams like relaxing streams. Oh. Yeah, my man bag's a bit wet now. Mm. Yeah, I think I'm going to be stuck here for like a while, sadly, and I ate the snacks that I put in my man bag, sadly. I uh, yeah, I had some cookies and peanuts. Um, I didn't think of the rainy day, sadly. Um, think I left some. Oh no, no. Yeah, I think once I get back to the room, I'll probably be just trying to work on some more content that I've got and try and do a few things. I was saying the other day I had to play around with the studio editor, and it wasn't bad. Like, I'm no expert with the editor at all. Um, But I used to be pretty good on computer programs back in the day. Yeah, I'm getting a bit grumpy now that I didn't eat this morning. And I do get a bit grumpy when I don't eat. But I will be okay for a couple of hours. And I did crack my um, ankle this morning when I was going to the toilet. I slipped on the tiles and slipped on the step, and my ankle got whacked. Yeah, so sadly I'm going to be stuck here for a few hours, it looks like. Although the rain has just stopped at times, I've been on the balcony and just chilled there, and then all of a sudden the rain has stopped. It's just I want to go and eat. Yeah, I know when I was fasting, I got very grumpy, very easy if I was fasting, and um, yeah, I sort of isolated myself on those days. But fasting, I found very interesting. It's something I probably won't do again. Yeah, I used to wear the thongs and the flip flops before. I do have a pair, but not on me. Like, they're in Payao. Um, but I wear sand shoes pretty much everywhere. And that's because, like, I'm getting a bit older now, and I'm not as sprightly around the ankles and knees. And I have noticed that, especially walking around Thailand, you can have a mischief quite easily. And of late, I have had a bit of a mischief. But it does look like it is easing a bit, so I might be lucky. It's just I'm really getting hungry now, and I think I've got an hour in me. Yeah, though, see, but just wearing it in the bathrooms, like, I think is a smart idea, because they do say if you do use communal bathrooms, you should use thongs or you'll get tinea. But you can just pee on your feet and that will cure you, apparently. And that's what Madonna said, of all things, and that just stuck in my mind all those years ago. Yeah, it's a shame I couldn't get to the other temple or even the blue temple now, but it is okay just to chill at times. And it is a shame I don't have a fishing rod, because this would be the perfect opportunity if I had a telescopic fishing rod. So I think we will make that investment. And I know Bobby Crush was telling me about his telescopic fishing rod. Yeah, the other shoes that I think I would like are those sort of like boaty shoes, which are enclosed. They're sort of like a wetsuit. I think they would be good, and they've got a lot of grip on them. Yeah, like the fish in here are quite decent size. I have seen blokes and ladies pull out very decent sized fish out of here. Um, Not just those tiny little fish, but the big fish you see in the markets come out of this Cock River. Yeah, K-O-K. I think it's the Mekong, I think. I did look it up. I think M-E-H. But I am looking forward to doing a Mekong cruise, and I have said before I was planning to do the Mekong cruise last time I was there because it was only like I think it was 5 US or something, and I thought that's cheap. Um, like you buy, like not me, but you could buy a beer for like $1 US, and I thought, oh, okay, well that's not bad because I know Ben was saying that beers were like $1, and I thought, well, that's the price of 5 beers going on a cruise. I did look at the Lao Mekong cruise as well. There is one that's available for about 1,000 baht, and another one that's 1,500 baht that comes with meal, and they'll pick you up and everything. So I don't necessarily like doing those tours unless you're with like your partner or with a mate. I think doing it solo, it's a bit uh, stupid. But I've quite enjoyed this solo trip actually. It's been good, you know. Like the budget trip's been quite interesting, as I said. Like I really haven't spent a great deal. Like I've just been covering the room and eating every day, um, and just having a few little snacks. And I think you can get by with just shelter and food, but you're not going to have a fantastic life. But you can just have a great time. It would be something that you could do short term, and I think Ben has actually said this a couple of times as well. And I think it was you, John, or it may have been Dave. Um, One of you guys was saying how you lived on 90 baht for like a week or something, and I remember we did have a brief chat about that. And I think that was Dave. I'm pretty certain, and that was quite interesting because on this budget trip, a couple of times I've thought if I buy that snack, I can't have a hot meal. So my main issue was to have a hot meal, um, and I stumbled across like 40 baht cow soys. So, and I do like the cow soy, and they do taste very different in some places. I haven't even had a kuitiao since I've been here, and I really like kuitiao. Um, and I've had a couple of noodles too, but buying a couple of packets of noodles, like you may as well just go and have a street food meal. So, like you can just buy, say, 3 packets of noodles, and that can be a meal. So that's what 7, 14, 21 baht. So for an extra 19 baht, you can actually go and sit down and have a meal. Um, or you can just go and grab something off the street and sit down, like have a sausage or a noodle meal. But you can get by, but I wouldn't be doing this budget trip long term. You would suffer weight loss, moodiness, um, and just having a shoestring budget for what I thought was just going to be 5 days. I thought, oh yeah, this here will be fun, and so I've pushed the envelope as I do a bit, guys. And but I won't be extending it anymore after a couple of days. I've had enough of it. And I want to have a nice big fat greasy hamburger um, with lots of cheese on it. Although I would have a cow soy over a hamburger though most days. I could possibly walk in that rain. It's not that bad. Yeah, I reckon I will actually, because I do want to go and eat. Yeah, see, on this budget trip, like I've just like, because I've had a lot of problems. Like I couldn't do anything for her, and I was just hitting my head against a brick wall and getting grumpy. Um, and she said, "Why don't you go to Chiang Rai and stream?" And I did do that, but unfortunately, I've encountered um, a new breed of lies and trolling, which has chucked the spanner in the works. But I'm still here, guys. You know, I know they want me to go away. But yeah, I'll just have a quick sip and then we'll get going. Ah, there we go. I've had my coffee. Yeah, well, you can buy those 3-in-1 coffees individually, or you can buy them obviously in packs. And the Ma and Pa shops do sell them individually, but you can get them in 7-Eleven, but they sell them for about 15, but you can buy them for 5 baht and 4 baht in some places. Um, and you can get some Milos. That's probably what I'll do next time, is grab some Milos and the soy drink. Because the soy drink, like, because I really like soy. Like, I never used to like soy, but you can buy those 19 baht miniature cartons, which aren't the small ones. It's about 600 or 800 mil, and it's only 19 baht, and you can get the plain soy, and you can get the chocolate soy, and the chocolate soy is very, very nice. But pardon me, that was the coffee, it was not me. But I do quite like these soy milks. Like, I used to laugh at all these men having almond milks and soys, and thinking, what's wrong with you blokes? Um, but no, like, if you do have some type of issue with um, lactose or something, you can certainly have your milk. And I have been having a bit of cereal, guys, because on the budget trip I've looked at a few things. So a couple of times I've gone and grabbed a couple of those 10 baht miniature cereals, and then I've got like the 20 baht bigger one as well, and just had some Frosties or Fruit Loops, but I did get this nice strawberry healthy one, but I don't think it was very healthy. It was a bit too sweet, guys. Full of sugar, I think. Yeah, I reckon that bloke must be camping out here. Or he probably has one of those boats. Yeah, it looks like they sleep in there when they do, like the boat hires. And there is some mattresses down there as well. So I could come and camp down there, guys. I think the monitor lizard might eat me though. I do have to duck underneath here. But yeah, we may as well keep going. I don't mind. Yeah, but with exercising and eating, it is important to do some form. I know it is easier said than done, and I know, you know, with arthritis in Australia, I suffered from that. So sometimes you can't do. But being out here, it's no cure, but it does make it nicer. I won't be sticky beak and go in there and show again. I'll come back here, I think, and when I'm not streaming, I might come back and have a chat to them and see if we can come back when they're doing a slot car, or I do have to find the correct term. I did hear someone just call me then. Yeah. Well, they may have been talking to someone else. I didn't put the protective case on the phone, but it's not, like my shoes are absolutely soaked now, absolutely. Yeah, I've got jeans on. I've got Louis Vuitton jeans on, guys. Louis Vuitton. Yeah, Louis Vuitton. Yeah, it's very interesting going for walks at this time of the day. You know, you do get a different crowd out. I don't even know what day it is of the week, to be honest. I tend not to really concern myself unless I've got something important, which that doesn't happen that often. I think there's an army base around here somewhere as well. And they've got a police one as well. I went past the other day. But they seem pretty cool, actually. And there's another V-dub, guys. And there are a lot of V-dubs in Thailand. And I've mentioned this countless times, and it's not the same one because it's not all rusted up. Yeah, I've mentioned before, I looked at a couple of V-dubs that were really cheap because like my mum had a V-dub when I was, no, she had the V-dub before I was born, I'm pretty certain, and she sold it to my uncle, her brother, because I remember my uncle telling me the story and my mum telling me the story. And my uncle was like laughing at how cheaply he got the car, and he kept that car for a very long time. Yeah. But I do like the common gear of the Volkswagen. That's like a poor man's Porsche, but realistically, it's not a poor man's Porsche now. Like you'd be hard finding one for like 110,000 Australian, like the Carmen Gear. Yeah, they do come up quite well convertible. Now, these are these Mazda trucks, and I really like these. Like, you do have the Datsun variety as well, and I reckon they're a really cool workhorse. And this one's been here for quite some time. And this is sad because you do see these cars, they do command a lot of money in Australia. So I'm quite surprised somebody hasn't worked that out. But I suppose with import and export and all that type of tax, it may not be worth it. But I know back in the day you could make a bit of money on the export side of the game. And in the nature of a venture, even though it is raining, I might just have a little stroll down here, and then I'll backtrack because I might come across something interesting. And this building is a bit interesting because I did come through here last night, and they did have, I think this is like a women's club, and they did have a bunch of ladies doing their exercises, and there was a man there barking orders and streaming. So I thought, well, if he's streaming it, I can make a quick little video, and I did make a quick little 1-minute video. Yeah, it's just odd that there's no pause function on this iPhone. You know, on the Samsung, you could just pause it and do stuff. So I don't have any editing software on this phone. I can use the other one I've got, but I like this house there. That's quite nice. And I do show a large amount of different style housing here. I think I prefer the Thai housing more over the Western housing. I think if I had a big stack of money, I probably would go Western with a Thai feel to it, I guess. Like with the under the house cooking area, like where you can chill out. And I think that's pretty cool. You know, like you'll have your house on pretty much stilts, and then they've got an area where some people park a car, but majority of them have kitchens in there. They've got beds, or they've got the bamboo beds as well. And I think they're pretty cool, those bamboo beds. I did get one for 500 baht, and I did put that in the man cave, and I think that did go to grandfather, I think about 8-9 months ago, because when I did go back the other month, they said, no, we gave that to grandfather. But yeah. Yeah, I think there's like a little school around here as well, I was saying before, but it isn't school hours now, so it should be okay. But yeah, we'll go for a little bit longer. Like, it is just raining, and I haven't streamed at this time of the day as well, so it is important to pop up at all different times and get your name out there. And they can say, oh, this Jeremiah, he isn't too bad after all, and we won't believe the lies of crappy pants. But everyone is entitled to their own opinions if they want to be a sheep. And here's that tree again, guys. Pretty cool, pretty cool. And those apartments, see, I have looked at an apartment short term if I was going to stay here at this moment, but I'm still trying to work out what I'm going to do. Yeah, I've got a couple of days to, like, I've already got an idea of what I want to do, but yeah, I think this is a school or a kindergarten of some sort. Yeah, because I'd rather my daughter grow up in Thailand and be educated here, and then possibly go to Australia when she's a bit older. Because I think it's better she, understands her roots and stuff in Thailand and be able to speak Thai. I think more importantly, and have her culture. I have grown up with Asians in Australia, and they're very different. But it comes down to their upbringing. The majority of them still have that lovely charm about them. Look after the man if you treat them well. You know, they'll look after you. So Sawadee Krap, how are you? Oh, very good. Very good. These here smell good. Very good. Arroy, arroy. How much do you sell these for? 10 baht?
5 baht.
5 baht. Oh, very good. 5 baht is very good. Some people sell for 10, and I like seeing them for 5 baht. And I wish you well in the rain today. Krap kun krap, Joe. Yeah, it's important to stop and chat to the locals, you know, because I do want to see myself here in the future, and you know, I really do want to hang my hat, and I think it is nice here. Yeah. And oh no, so somebody's just come off the bike. Luckily the camera's not zoomed in, so we didn't get the vision. I'll get to the comments in a minute. This happens a lot, guys. Actually, I've come across a near miss I had, and it was pretty much, I think, within the first month of me being here, and I was talking myself up about doing these rider advanced workshops when I used to be a postie in Australia a long time ago. And getting back to the point, I was just about to turn off the phone caddy, and I was one-handed, and I was coming through the back of Bali High Pier in Pattaya near Walking Street, and there's a lot of loose gravel. And luckily for me, I corrected myself, because like the vision of it pretty scary, and wasn't many views on that at that time, because yeah, I think having some experience on the road is important to have. Being a novice on the road in Asia is asking for trouble. Like I've said countless times, and that's pretty cool there. Mum has the child all wrapped up there, so I'm quite happy to show that vision, because the child's face is covered. But I'm just showing how great Mum has the child protected to take him to school, and that is great. Oh, and she has crutches. Oh my gosh, I didn't realise that lady does not have legs, and I feel bad for filming, but I honestly did not know, guys. So I was just talking about the rain thing, and I noticed she had crutches, and then I realised, I don't know if she was missing both legs, but how great's that, guys? She's taking her son or daughter to school, and she's disabled, so she's pushing on and pumping it through, and this is what I like to see, guys. Stuff like that, and this is a good vision too. I've got no idea who that character is, but he looks like a pretty cool character. Not like that character in the UK sipping on gin and soda, but not gin and juice. So we still did do something today. Like I didn't plan, but I did want to get out to sunrise. So like at least we have done something today, guys. And I still do. I did have video scheduled to come out, I think pretty soon, but I might cancel that. Yeah, because I had to play around with the schedules, and I wanted to try and release videos at a set time. But then again, I am very random with what I do, so I don't know whether to keep doing that or have some type of structure or schedule. Sorry, I missed those questions, John. Yeah, see, I like she wants her to come to Australia, but I've explained to her, I go, if you go to Australia, money will not last long. And I've said, look, I can't work again. You'll have to work, and then I'll get some type of government thing, and then my super and my insurance and that. But that won't last long in Australia. But living in Asia, that can last many lifetimes. Because I do have a very cheap life, but I also can spend money very quickly, which I don't like doing. I think this is the back of that temple where the lady didn't allow me entry, perhaps. I think it is. Yeah, I've stumbled into another entrance. I think this is the emerald one, because there's so many temples. Actually, I did upload a Chen Calm video, and guys, that video was made 9 to 10 months ago, and you know what? Everything I said in that video is still happening now, and it was happening then, being harassed by Crappy Pants and his simps. So it's been like, I didn't put a date or anything on it, and I was just looking to see if anybody would cotton on that. Oh, this video is like old, from like 10, 11 months ago. But no one can comment, sadly. Like, they can only make comments here. And I did really want to put the comments back on, because it does affect the channel, but I can be a bit sensitive on some things, sadly. But that's just me. Ooh. See, that was me, guys. Handsome man. You know, the other day they were saying, why don't you go on camera? You know, I was planning to go on camera in the beginning and do like my tattoo interviews, but I just started putting the, before I got the GoPro, I put the phone onto a caddy and just started filming around, and I didn't feel comfortable walking around as I do now. Like, it's sort of in patio walking around with a phone, you sort of get funny looks, but when you've got tattoos, you don't really get those type of hassles. You just get smiles. But I did feel a bit uncomfortable, like walking around, even with the GoPro around LK Metro and Walking Street. But I did find just sticking the camera on the bike was easy. It wasn't intrusive. I could still get some nice footage and not stick the camera in somebody's face, as you can see me do. But I did stick the camera in my face like this morning. And I bet you that will get clipped too. And good luck to them, because I'll copyright them. Luckily I had a shave yesterday, because I hadn't shaved for like a week. and I looked absolutely terrible yesterday. Now we're here at the market again, guys. So I'll just see what time it is. 7 o'clock pretty much. Yeah, we'll just go for another 20, I reckon, and then we'll pull the pin. Because we've been going for 106 minutes, and I was only supposed to do 20 minutes today. So we'll just show a little bit of stuff. Like, it's all same. I have filmed in this location a fair bit because I think it's pretty good at all different parts of the day. And it is pretty hard to get across this street, guys. You know, and it is interesting at school time. I'll just go through the comments I've missed. G'day Boohoo. Yeah, see, like, with that Western, I think, I think, well, that comment was about how I was saying I wanted the daughter to be brought up in Thailand and then possibly go to Australia when she's like late teens for like university or finishing off school, because I did go to an international business college, and I did find that a lot of Asians would send their children to Australia to do their final education. So I think the girl will be okay to learn English. You know, I'll be able to teach her. I'm no expert in the English language, but I have taught a couple of people English, believe it or not. Now there's some monks there, and they're receiving some gratitude. Yeah, and I quite like this. You see this in Hong Kong and China, most Asian countries. So you really got to watch yourself on this street, and I have said that before, guys, and I have proved that point before. Yeah, have a look at that billboard, and they're advertising the coffees there. I haven't tried the blue one or the other two. I have seen that Americano. That looks okay. So we'll wrap it up pretty soon, actually, because I want to go and eat. And you get the young monks as well, and he's got himself a whole bag of snacks there, and good luck to him. Yeah. See, I wonder if the Farang can wear the full robes. Yeah, they don't wear any shoe either, and fair enough. Yeah, it hasn't been too bad of a stream today, guys. Yeah, you know. Cup. And there's some cucumbers. Yeah. Yeah, I did look at making a sandwich the other day, but I thought better of it. Oh, I was talking about the pork crackling the other day, and I didn't finish that story. I bought some pork crackling, and the old duck said, she said, this one, Sawadee Cup, how are you? Actually, she's making, I've seen this being made at a temple in Payao in Chun. They make a basket, but very, very good. Very good. I don't think she speaks much English, but see guys, like people just see you and they just say hi, and like you don't have to stick the camera in their face. But if they want to say g'day, you certainly can, guys. You know, we do see a couple of streamers around that do go a bit overboard, and they do give us a bad name. But that's probably why I've had to want one or two places that haven't allowed me entry, I guess. But I do honestly try to do it the right way, even though I don't ask. I just look for the vibe, and if I see a vibe that's unwelcoming, I just not enter. But yeah, well, I'll go up to the clock tower again, and then we'll wrap it up, and then I've got to walk back here again. But I do have a short video, I think about 5 minutes of the clock tower at 7 o'clock. I was just going to do a quick pop-up live stream before I get skittled. Was going to do one just before 7 o'clock just to show that, and just do like a 20-minute pop-up, or if we got some people pop in, that happens from time to time, I'll continue. But here's some more graffiti, and I do have to release that graffiti video. I've got a couple scheduled for shortly, and I think I might cancel them. But I've got the graffiti one, but that's like 13 minutes long, and I think I should just cut it in half, perhaps. But I've got a couple of other little promotion ones as well, and plenty of other just like random stuff. Yeah, some shorts like work and some don't. It's like, I think it's like the timing, and because my algorithm is changed again, because I worked it out, if I used to do my shorts between 10 p.m. and 12 p.m, that they'd get a good run. And then I worked it out, if I did some in the morning at 7 Thai time, or 6 to 7, I'd get a good run. And then if I did some at lunchtime around 12 o'clock, I'd get a good run. But that wasn't always the case, sadly. Yeah, because about 70% of my view traffic comes from shorts. But now I'm getting a little bit of traffic from videos, and obviously from streams. So it is interesting looking at your progress, because I did come to 1 million views, and they weren't bought views, guys. They were mostly shorts. Some didn't work, some worked. Obviously some people have a lot less videos but buy views, and they just get to 1 million quite easy. But I can honestly say I haven't bought any views, because I don't have money to buy views. I don't have money to buy subs, but somebody says I'm buying subs, which I think is pretty amusing, because why would you buy subs that aren't targeted to your audience? Because I've said, guys, my audience is quite strange, because I'm not saying you guys, but I'm just saying, like my shorts, I pump out a lot of shorts, so they aren't necessarily the people who come and watch these streams or watch my videos, because I do have a large percentage of female short viewers, and trying to do stuff for them, to find stuff that interests them is like, I try my best to, and some work and some don't, and that's a Tesla there. But I think honestly it comes down to the picture thumbnail, and it's near on impossible to work out that picture. Like, depending how long the short is, you can sort of work out something. But a couple of times I've just got that $1 million short shot and the shorts just failed. And I thought, oh. But as I've said, I've made some stupid shorts that I know are stupid, and I've got like 10,000 views. Like one had 10,000 views, and I don't know how that's possible. Actually got, I think, about 8 or 9,000 views, so that was quite good. Yeah, I'll just sit down here and we'll get some traffic. And we'll wrap it up. Yeah, so it's been a good stream. It's been good. I can't recall how many people popped in, but we did have a few. I didn't look to see who else was streaming, but I don't really care who else was streaming. But I just want to do my thing. We'll go on these adventure walks. Some people like it, some people don't. They know where the leave button is. Yeah, I looked at my band list last night and I had a laugh at all the band names in there. And the trolls were really going hard on me. Like, I thought, what the hell? I thought, pretty sad. But I noticed some clone names in there too. So, yeah. But it is good that I've got a track on a couple of trolls that I have been watching from afar. Yeah, I'll go back to the room and have a coffee and something to eat, and then I'll check to see if this rain is staying in, and if the rain is staying in, I'll probably just watch a movie and then try and do some more stuff on YouTube, because I watched nearly all of that George Foreman movie. I've got, I think, about 20 minutes of it to go, but I fell asleep, and yeah, it was quite good. I still have to watch that Creed. Like, I'm not really a boxing fan, but I don't mind a bit of it. All right, I'm going to shoot off now. Thanks, guys.